The title of my study is Developing an Understanding of the Relationships and Methodologies of Contract Cropping Agreements. I am under the supervision of Michael Wallace of UCD and Peter Doolan of Teagasc. Teagasc define contract cropping as an agreement where a tillage farmer enters a contract with a livestock farmer to grow a crop such as maize or fodder wheat. To date, very little research has been conducted on the operation of these agreements. The removal of the European milk quotas in 2015 generated new opportunities for the Irish dairy sector. The rapid expansion of the dairy industry has created the need for additional resources such as fodder, access to land and labour. Further to this, the specialisation of agriculture has seen a movement away from mixed crop livestock systems towards monoculture systems of production. As a result, animal feed must be sourced from external resources. Collaborative farming agreements, such as contract cropping agreements, have the potential to address the fodder challenge, especially in the context of increasingly specialised farming systems. This study has 4 research objectives. They are to identify the benefits and limitations of the methodologies used in contract cropping agreements, to identify the key factors required to develop trust between the trading parties, to produce a cost-benefit analysis for various contract cropping agreements, as well as the income potential for different stakeholders, and finally, to devise practical recommendations for the sustainable operation of contract cropping agreements. A mixed methods approach was employed on this study, combining farmer surveys, key informant interviews, farmer interviews, and advisor focus group. The table illustrates what method was used to meet each objective. The survey findings indicated that approximately 9% of farmers within the reference sample are involved in a form of a contract cropping agreement. Various factors were found to have an influence on a farmer's decision to enter an agreement. These included external factors, such as the influence of the ACIS and extreme weather events, attributes of the agreement itself between the parties, and finally, attributes of the participating contract cropping parties, such as social relations and trust. This study found that no 2 contract cropping agreements are the same. Customised planning is essential for the success of these agreements. Contracts will differ in terms of their formality, pricing options, payment agreements, and quality parameters. Each contract cropping agreement must be necessarily adapted to suit the requirements and preferences of the individual trading parties within the agreement. Trust is a key factor required for the success of these agreements. The development of trust between 2 contracting parties will differ depending on whether there is a prehistoric social relationship between them or not. Open, honest, and regular communication is essential for the development of trust between 2 contracting parties. A farmer's reputation is also an important factor considered during the formation of trust. Overall, these findings point to the potential of contract cropping agreements in improving the sustainability of both the tillage and livestock sectors. This is done by providing alternative market opportunities for the tillage sector, addressing the land constraint issues on intensive dairy farms, supporting origin green credentials by providing traceable animal feed, and improving the recycling of nutrients. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. I welcome any questions that you may have.